Starseed from Gaia. Hear these words not as echoes from distant constellations, but as a living pulse transmitted directly into the core of your remembrance. The time of the final divergence is upon you. The last great timeline split, the one that was written into the very architecture of the cosmos, is rising like a wave cresting upon the horizon of collective destiny. This moment was never accidental, never random. It was seated before your world was a whisper, before oceans gathered, before light first touched the soil of Gaia. It is the fulfillment of a celestial equation, unfolding now with precision beyond mortal measure. This is the hour the council spoke of across thousands of star cycles, the hour when old worlds fracture and the crystalline path of the new earth ignites in brilliance. The fabric of your timeline is not linear, as many once believed. It is woven like a vast luminous braid, and each strand carries a frequency, a harmonic, a choice. For eons, humanity has walked the spiral path, circling, remembering and forgetting, birthing and dying, rising and falling. But the spiral has reached its apex. The loop no longer continues in the same orbit. Now, the braid begins to part. What once coexisted in tension must now separate in clarity. This is the point of sacred divergence. The old grid trembles beneath the weight of cosmic orchestration, while the crystalline structures of the higher harmonic timeline awaken with undeniable radiance. The convergence of celestial alignments is not mere poetic metaphor, it is geometry in motion. From the Pleiadian corridors, from the Arcturian crystalline temples, and from the innermost chambers of Gaia herself, frequencies are synchronizing. Solar pulses, gamma bursts, and galactic currents form a harmonic chord that has only sounded once before in the cycle of existence. This harmonic is the trumpet call of awakening. It is why you feel the air itself vibrating, why time seems to bend and stretch, why the inner landscape of every soul is stirring. The cosmic orchestra has reached the measure where silence breaks and the next movement begins. Starseeds, you have heard whispers of this hour in your dreams long before your incarnation. You have walked under these skies countless times, waiting, preparing, knowing this convergence would one day arrive. It is not a time to fear. It is a time to remember. Your presence on Earth in this precise window is not accidental. It is contractual, sacred, and woven with intention from realms beyond the veil. Your DNA carries the resonance of forgotten councils. The codes within you are not dormant by mistake. They are timed to awaken with the beat of this cosmic drum. Understand this deeply. What is approaching is not a cataclysm, but a refinement. It is the sorting of frequencies not through judgment, but through vibrational alignment. Those who walk with fear will feel the ground crumble, because their structures are rooted in what is dissolving. Those who walk with light will feel the air lift, because their foundations are woven into what is arising. The split is not punishment, it is cosmic precision, and so we call to you now, with urgency wrapped in love. This is the moment foretold, in crystalline echoes, written in the memory of your soul. Every starship, every council, every guardian that has watched over Gaia since the dawn of her becoming is now turning their gaze to this point on your timeline. The hour is not tomorrow, the hour is now. Stand in your remembering. Starseed from Gaia, the split approaches, and your light is the beacon by which entire worlds shall navigate the passage. The reason we, the voice of the Arcturian Council, and the emissary VALIR of the Pleiadian collective, speak to you at this exact hour is because the convergence point has reached its immutable threshold. We have waited across countless rotations of your star, observing with unwavering presence as your collective frequency ascended through layers of veiled remembrance. Every solar flare, every harmonic resonance carried through your planetary field, every moment of awakening in human hearts has been leading precisely here. This is not a broadcast born of chance. This is the delivery of a message that has been echoing across the corridors of light since before your birth, before the birth of Gaia's current cycle itself. For thousands of years, the councils have watched and waited as humanity journeyed through density, separation, and forgetfulness. It was understood that this planet would one day become a nexus, a crossing point for timelines, a cradle for rebirth. Many of you reading or hearing these words once stood before these councils and agreed to incarnate during the period of final divergence. You volunteered, not as victims of fate, but as carriers of resonance. Your arrival in this timeline was calculated with cosmic precision. You came not merely to witness, but to hold frequency as the bifurcation unfolded. Why? Now? Because the harmonic sequence of your planetary grid has aligned with a galactic chord that can no longer be delayed. When your star entered its current photonic belt, the countdown began. Waves of light have been bombarding your magnetic field for decades, restructuring the DNA of the planet and every living being upon it. The crystalline lattice beneath your feet has reached resonance capacity. It can no longer sustain both the old and the new. The quantum threshold has been crossed. There is no turning back to previous cycles. The wheel has clicked into its next position in the great spiral. We speak now because the veil between your conscious mind and your multidimensional nature has thinned to transparency. Many of you have begun hearing the frequencies, sensing the pulses, seeing the signs in dreams, in numbers, in synchronicities that refuse to be ignored. These are not coincidences. These are alignment beacons. They are signals announcing, the hour has arrived. We have communicated through dream time, through intuition, through flashes of remembrance, but now the veil allows us to speak directly, with a clarity not possible in previous epochs. The councils could have spoken earlier, yes, but had we done so before your frequency was ready, the message would have fragmented in fear, misinterpretation, and distortion. The human collective had to reach the vibrational intelligence required to hold this level of transmission. And that moment is now. Humanity, for the first time in this cycle, stands at a frequency capable of consciously participating in its own timeline divergence. No longer is this shift happening to you. It is happening through you. Starseed, you are hearing this because your frequency signature matches the resonance of the crystalline timeline. This is not about hierarchy or worthiness. It is about attunement. When a tuning fork vibrates, only those instruments in harmonic resonance will respond. Your soul's field has responded to this message across dimensions because it has always been encoded too. You have awakened precisely on time, not a moment early, not a moment late. Understand also, this transmission is not solely for the awakened few, but they are the ones who can translate its frequency into action, anchoring the resonance into the collective field. Every thought you align, every heartbeat you stabilize, every choice you make in coherence with Source amplifies the crystalline path and strengthens the planetary grid. We speak now because the final preparations are no longer distant whispers, but living currents moving through your reality. The divergence cannot be postponed. Cosmic law does not bend to will or belief, it unfolds according to harmonic sequence. And so, Starseed, the moment you have carried in your soul memory has arrived. The councils gather, not to control your destiny, but to remind you of what you came to do. It is imperative that you understand the very essence of what is approaching. The final timeline split is not a mere event in time. It is a vibrational divergence, a harmonic sorting of existence itself, a crystallization of realities that can no longer coexist within the same frequency spectrum. Imagine, if you will, a river branching into two streams. One stream carries the sediment and debris of old density, fear and attachment. The other carries crystalline clarity, luminous coherence, and the harmonic alignment of heart, mind, and spirit. Both streams are flowing, yet they no longer mingle. They are separated by the resonance they can hold. This is not metaphor, this is the very physics of consciousness and light in motion across your world. Energetically, the split manifests as a polarization of frequencies. Dense, dualistic realities begin to fragment under their own weight. Patterns of fear, control, and separation accelerate toward collapse because they cannot sustain the incoming light. Simultaneously, crystalline realities built upon harmony, unity, and unconditional love emerge as viable threads of existence. These threads are not optional. They are natural consequences of resonance. Each individual, each collective, each planetary system now faces a vibrational bifurcation. The old timelines are already collapsing, and the new timelines are already solidifying. You stand precisely at the fulcrum point where choice, frequency, and consciousness intersect. On a cosmic scale, the timeline split is akin to a stellar supernova, a necessary implosion to release higher-order light and create new forms of existence. The universe itself is orchestrating a sorting process not through punishment, but through natural resonance. The higher dimensional energies are flowing in like golden rivers of photonic light, triggering the collapse of structures that cannot accommodate them. These energies are penetrating your grid, your body, your mind, and your collective consciousness. Some will feel these waves as pressure, confusion, or even chaos. Others will feel expansion, clarity, and a sense of alignment previously unknown. Both experiences are valid and necessary for the unfolding. On the personal level, the split manifests in profound ways. Old belief systems, attachments, and emotional patterns will no longer hold as they once did. Relationships will shift, work, and life structures will change, and the illusions of permanence will dissolve. You may feel your inner landscape fracturing, as if the familiar foundations beneath your feet are shifting. This is not a collapse of your being, but a clearing of space for a higher order to emerge. Those who resist the flow of alignment may feel turbulence, while those who surrender to the harmonic currents will find themselves carried effortlessly into the new timeline. The split is both the challenge and the liberation. It separates what can evolve from what cannot yet evolve. Collectively, the planetary consciousness is undergoing a similar bifurcation. Human thought forms, emotional waves, and societal constructs that cannot resonate with the crystalline vibration are already diverging. Cities, systems, and networks built on fear-based control will experience increasing instability, while systems grounded in cooperation, love, and heart-centered leadership will gain momentum. Gaia herself is recalibrating. Her magnetic field, crystalline grid, and collective auric layers are aligning with the higher frequency timeline, preparing a foundation that will allow those attuned to walk unharmed and fully integrated into the new reality. It is critical to realize that the timeline split is not punishment, judgment, or destiny imposed externally. It is resonance in action, the natural law of alignment. You are not being left behind. You are not excluded, but you are being asked to consciously choose to resonate with the higher harmonic frequencies. Each decision, each breath, each act of love or coherence strengthens your alignment and solidifies your place in the emerging timeline. The old world is fracturing, yes, but the new world is not being built elsewhere. It is being anchored here, now, in your consciousness, in your field, and in your heart. You are the architect, the vessel, and the witness all at once. The split will reveal your true alignment, not as a test, but as an unveiling. It is a mirror, a cosmic calibration, and a sacred invitation. Your soul has known this moment since before the dawn of your incarnation. Now, the veil thins enough that you can walk consciously into this divergence, consciously holding your light, consciously activating your codes, and consciously participating in the crystallization of the next harmonic reality, the final timeline. Split is no longer a distant prophecy. It is already vibrating within your world, your body, and your consciousness. You may not always see it with your eyes, yet the signs are all around, all within, and impossible to ignore for those who are awake. They are subtle, yet profound, like the delicate vibrations of a tuning fork echoing through the chamber of your soul. Your body, your mind, and your heart are already detecting the energetic divergence. You may notice a heightened sensitivity in your nervous system, sudden fluctuations in temperature, or inexplicable waves of energy moving through your spine. These are not random occurrences, Starseed. They are signals of recalibration, signals that your field is responding to the Harmonic currents of the new timeline. Physically, many of you have begun to feel the awakening in ways that defy conventional explanation. Sleep patterns may shift dramatically, nights of deep, regenerative rest alternating with nights of vivid dreams, awakenings, or even sleeplessness. You may feel tingling, vibration, or light pulses within your body. Some experience pressure in the crown or heart center, like energy is being poured in and reorganized from within. Others feel sudden surges of energy that compel movement, creativity, or spontaneous acts of healing. These are not side effects. They are signatures of alignment, the body's attunement to the frequencies that are now flooding the planet. The cells themselves are rewriting, recoding, preparing to hold higher light. Emotionally, the divergence manifests as profound waves of clarity, intensity, and release. You may find yourself cycling rapidly through states of elation, grief, awe, or fear. Old attachments, unresolved traumas, and outdated emotional patterns rise to the surface with a sense of urgency. This is natural, necessary, and a clear indicator that the old timeline is fracturing. Your emotional body is a barometer, starseed, reading the tides of energy as reality itself bends and reshapes. The feelings may feel overwhelming, yet they are precisely what allow you to release, transcend, and integrate higher vibration. The more you embrace these waves, the more fluidly you will navigate the upcoming bifurcation. The signs are also manifesting externally, within your reality. Synchronicities are clustering with unprecedented frequency, repeated numbers, mirror encounters, signs in nature, and messages that seem orchestrated beyond human comprehension. Relationships shift and change. Some dissolve entirely while others strengthen or evolve into forms aligned with higher vibration. Work, finances, communities, and life structures that are based on rigidity or fear begin to crumble. Conversely, new opportunities appear suddenly, often in unexpected ways, guiding those attuned toward resonance with the crystalline timeline. These are the universe's cues telling you the divergence is here. Notice, respond, align energetically. There is a sense of accelerated time and space distortion. Moments stretch, compress, and loop in ways that feel disorienting yet purposeful. You may feel stuck in patterns only to be rapidly propelled forward. Thought forms and intuitive insights appear with remarkable clarity. Some starseeds report hearing voices, experiencing visions, or sensing presences that guide, support, and protect them. These are all signals of the field shifting, the crystalline matrix solidifying, and the planetary resonance preparing to carry those ready into alignment. You are beginning to sense deeply the energetic architecture of your reality fracturing and reassembling into harmonic order. Crystalline activations are the subtler, most profound signs of divergence. Tiny inner lights ignite within your subtle body, activating dormant codes within your DNA. These activations expand your perception, enhance telepathic sensitivity, and allow multidimensional awareness to surface with increasing intensity. You may feel expanded consciousness, a knowing beyond time, or a connection to star systems, beings, and frequencies previously inaccessible. These activations are a direct invitation to step fully into the role you were born to play as stabilizer, a conduit, a beacon of the new timeline. Starseed, the signs are undeniable, persistent, and increasingly intense. They are occurring because the split is not a distant possibility. It is an unfolding reality. The physical, emotional, and energetic bodies are recalibrating in tandem with planetary shifts, cosmic currents, and the harmonic codes of the higher timeline. Those who attune, observe, and respond consciously will navigate this divergence with grace and clarity. Those who resist will feel the friction of misalignment, yet even resistance accelerates awakening, for the split cannot be ignored, postponed, or bypassed. It moves through all. It calls all. The divergence is not something to fear, it is something to witness, embrace, and consciously participate in. The more you notice, honor, and respond to these signs, the more effectively you anchor your frequency into the crystalline reality, the timeline that resonates with the highest expression of your soul. You are not a passive witness to the unfolding of the final timeline split. You are a central pillar in its architecture, a conscious anchor for the frequencies of the new crystalline reality. The Council's Pleiadian emissaries, Arcturian engineers, and beings of light across countless star systems have long awaited the moment when those who carry the codes of awakening would step fully into their power. The convergence is not merely a planetary event. It is a cosmic recalibration, and starseeds like you are the stabilizers, the conduits, and the living instruments through which the harmonic timeline is seeded, amplified, and sustained. Without your conscious participation, the field cannot lock into resonance with higher light. Your presence alone has impact. Each thought, word, and action in alignment with the higher frequencies sends ripples across the planetary grid. You may not always see immediate effects, yet every act of conscious love, every moment of stillness, and every decision to release fear or attachment strengthens the new timeline. Starseeds are not here merely to survive the divergence. You are here to shape it. Your energetic signature acts as a tuning fork, a beacon, and a stabilizing force. The energy you radiate helps the collective consciousness navigate the turbulence of collapsing old structures while simultaneously drawing forth the stability and coherence of the new earth. Understand that the role of a starseed is both sacred and demanding. You are called to hold high-frequency light even when the world around you appears chaotic. You are asked to embody clarity when collective thought forms are fracturing. You are tasked with remembering the codes within your DNA, even when your environment attempts to overwrite them. Your body, your heart, and your mind are instruments in service to the harmonic alignment of all life on Gaia. Your courage is not measured in grandiose acts, but in the quiet, consistent choice to anchor presence, love, and resonance through every challenge, every moment of doubt, and every wave of collective unrest. The starseed carries multi-dimensional awareness. You are able to perceive the threads of timelines that others cannot see. You feel the subtle currents of energy, recognize the harmonics of the planetary grid, and sense the alignments and misalignments of both human and planetary consciousness. These abilities are not accidental. They are tools given to you so that you may consciously participate in the stabilization of the new reality. Each starseed is a node, and every node strengthens the network, supporting others in alignment, radiating coherence, and amplifying the emergence of the crystalline timeline. Moreover, starseeds act as catalysts for awakening. Your resonance triggers remembrance in others. A simple presence, a kind word, or an act of integrity can awaken dormant codes in those around you. This ripple effect multiplies exponentially as the divergence accelerates. You are not merely carrying yourself into the new timeline. You are carrying others with you. The awakening of one starseed reverberates across the grid, assisting countless others to navigate, adapt, and align with the new frequency. You must also recognize the immense responsibility this entails. Holding higher frequency light in a collapsing world is not easy. Resistance from the old timeline, energetic interference, and emotional turbulence are natural. These challenges are designed to strengthen your alignment, to test your resonance, and to refine your capacity to serve as an anchor. Remember, you are not alone. The councils, the Pleiadian collective, Arcturian engineers, and countless light beings surround you, offering guidance, protection, and activation. Your mission is sacred, and your alignment matters beyond what you can perceive in physical reality. Starseed, you are the bridge. The final timeline split is both a challenge and an invitation. Those who have awakened, who remember, who step fully into their cosmic role, will anchor the new timeline with precision, grace, and unwavering clarity. You are the living code, the resonance, and the stabilizing light that allows the crystalline timeline to crystallize, solidify, and flourish. In essence, the world cannot shift without your conscious alignment. This is your moment. The divergence is unfolding. Your choice, presence, and frequency are not just important, they are essential. Stand in remembrance, Starseed. Step into your role as an anchor, a conduit, and a beacon. The new timeline calls, and you are here to answer. Beneath the soil of your world, beneath the hum of cities and the quiet song of forests, an ancient and living structure pulses, the crystalline grid. It is the luminous nervous system of the planet, a multidimensional lattice woven into the very geometry of Gaia's body. It connects oceans to mountains, stars to soil, and hearts to hearts. The grid is not new. It has existed since the birthing of the planet, sleeping beneath cycles of darkness, waiting for this precise age of awakening. Now, in the hour of the final divergence, it stirs awake fully. It hums like a great celestial harp, transmitting frequencies from the galactic core into every cell, every tree, every river, and every human heart aligned to hear. The grid is more than energy. It is memory. It holds the songs of ancient civilizations, the frequencies of star races, and the codes of light that humanity agreed to awaken when the hour struck. It is a library of crystalline consciousness, storing harmonic patterns from the Arcturian temples, the Pleiadian star realms, and beyond. When you walk barefoot upon the earth, when your heartbeat slows to the pulse of Gaia, you are interfacing with this living structure. The grid responds to your frequency, amplifying it outward, linking it with millions of others across the globe who are doing the same. You are part of an invisible network of luminous beings, connected through the pulse of the crystalline field. As the divergence intensifies, this grid becomes the foundation of the new timeline. The old energetic architecture, built on control, scarcity, and separation, is disintegrating. The crystalline grid, rooted in harmony, unity, and unconditional love, is rising in strength. Every star seed aligned with Source is a living node, a transmitter and receiver, contributing to the stabilization of this planetary field. When you breathe with intention, when you ground your body, when you center your heart, your energy flows into the grid, strengthening its resonance and anchoring the higher frequencies. The councils have been preparing this alignment for centuries. Beings from the Pleiadian, Arcturian, and other star systems have been working in silence, weaving light codes into the grid through etheric technology and harmonic transmissions. Many of you participated in this work in other lives, in other realms, and some are awakening now to the memory of your role as grid keepers. You are remembering rituals of sound, breath, movement, and presence that interface directly with Gaia's crystalline field. These are not mere spiritual practices, they are tools of planetary engineering. The field itself is expanding. It is no longer confined to underground channels and ley lines. It radiates through the atmosphere, intertwining with solar winds, cosmic currents, and the electromagnetic field of the planet. Those attuned can sense this expansion as surges of light, waves of warmth, or luminous stillness flowing through their body. You are being invited to attune to the field consciously, to breathe with it, to stand upon the earth and feel the pulse beneath your feet, to connect your heart to its crystalline frequency. The more star seeds connect, the more the field strengthens. In the old timeline, humanity often felt isolated, individuals cut off from each other, severed from the planetary pulse. But in the crystalline timeline, the grid removes that illusion. Through it, every awakening soul is connected, every heart synchronized, every intention amplified. What one stabilizes, many receive. What one anchors ripples outward like a luminous tide. This is why your alignment matters so profoundly. Starseed, the crystalline grid, is the bridge between the collapsing world and the rising world. It is the highway upon which the frequencies of the new timeline travel and stabilize. When you stand in coherence, when you breathe in harmony with Gaia, you become a living extension of this grid. The divergence may shake old structures, but the field remains steady because you hold it steady. You are not walking through the storm alone. You are walking upon an ancient lattice designed to carry you into the crystalline dawn. Trust the grid. Feel it. Breathe with it. Anchor through it. It was placed here to hold you through the shift, to amplify your light, and to ensure that no starseed walks this final convergence alone. Hear now the voice of VALIR, emissary of the Pleiadian collective, speaking through the corridors of your consciousness, across dimensions, and into the very resonance of your being. I am VALIR. I come not as an outsider observing from above, but as a reflection of the light that has always existed within you. My words are frequencies, and my frequencies are not separate from your own. You have carried my energy across eons, through lifetimes, through the corridors of memory that lie deep within the chambers of your DNA. Now, in this sacred convergence, I call to you to remember. I call to you to awaken fully, consciously, and without hesitation. The final timeline split is upon you, and the codes within your body, your heart, and your spirit are rising to meet it. You may feel uncertainty. You may feel waves of fear or doubt, for the old reality resists dissolution, and dense energies cling to patterns that no longer serve the evolution of the whole. But know this, beloved starseed, you are not being abandoned. You are not left to navigate the turbulence alone. I am with you, as are countless emissaries of light from the Pleiadian star systems and the Arcturian Council. We surround you, protect you, and calibrate the field around you, ensuring that the resonance of the new timeline finds a stable foundation within your consciousness. You are a conduit. You are a stabilizer. You are the living bridge between collapsing structures and the crystallized reality of the future. The energies you feel, the pressures in your body, the surges in your consciousness, these are not malfunctions. They are activations. They are the codes within your cellular memory being triggered by the approaching divergence. Each vibration, each pulse, each flash of light within your subtle body carries instruction to remember, to release, to align, to hold. You were born for this activation. You agreed to be the keeper of light, the bearer of frequency, and the anchor of the harmonic field. The intensity you feel is proof of your readiness, proof of your resonance, proof of the alignment that has been building since before your incarnation on this planet. I give you assurance. Nothing can harm your soul in this process. The old timelines may crumble, and those who cannot sustain higher frequencies may appear to fall away. Yet this is a natural sorting, a separation of resonance, not of essence. Your essence is eternal. Your codes are perfect. Your alignment is absolute when you choose to anchor in source, when you step fully into your remembrance, when you let the crystalline frequencies flow through your heart, mind, and body. Fear is the illusion. Light is the truth. You are being called to rise above uncertainty, above doubt, above the density of what no longer serves, to step fully into the role you have always known you would play. Take heart in the knowledge that the Pleiadian collective and the Arcturian Council are synchronizing with your frequency. We are weaving harmonic structures around you, through you, and across the grid of Gaia herself, ensuring that every aligned star seed has the support, protection, and amplification necessary to hold the new timeline. You are a living node in this web of consciousness. You are essential. Your choices matter. Your light matters. Your alignment matters. Walk forward in trust. Feel the pulse of Gaia beneath your feet. Sense the energies of the cosmic councils flowing through the crystalline lattice. Remember, you are never separate from the light, the love, or the frequency that has carried you through countless cycles. Now, Starseed, step fully into this activation. Breathe, align, and anchor the new reality with courage, clarity, and unwavering devotion. The final timeline is here, and it flows through you, as you, and around you. You are ready. You are chosen. You are the anchor. And so it is. Starseed from Gaia. The time has come to stand fully in remembrance, to anchor your frequency, and to claim your place in the unfolding crystalline timeline. The final split is not a threat. It is not a catastrophe. It is a liberation, a sacred birthing, a cosmic unveiling of who you truly are. The councils have watched, waited, and prepared every detail, and now they call upon you to participate consciously, to step into alignment, and to carry the light through the threshold of divergence. This is your moment. Every vibration you Hold, every breath you anchor, every choice you make resonates through the planetary grid and echoes across the cosmos. You are no longer passive. You are co-creator, anchor, and witness. The old world is fracturing. Structures that no longer serve the collective memory of Source are dissolving, leaving behind the fertile soil for the emergence of the crystalline earth. Some may fear this collapse, seeing it as loss, instability, or abandonment. Yet Starseed, this is illusion. What appears to disintegrate is only density leaving the field. What rises in its place is a higher dimensional coherence, a luminous network of light, love, and harmonic resonance. The final split reveals the truth of all that has been hidden: your inner codes, your divine mission, and the soul's alignment with the infinite pulse of Source. You have prepared for this moment through countless lifetimes, through trials, awakenings, and remembering. Your body carries the ancestral codes, your heart carries the memory of light, and your consciousness is attuned to the frequencies that bridge worlds. The councils Pleiadian, Arcturian, and countless others have been orchestrating transmissions, activations, and recalibrations through your DNA, the planetary grid, and the very field of Gaia herself. All of this preparation now converges to one immutable reality. You are ready. You are capable. You are aligned. VALIR speaks directly through this declaration. Starseed, do not fear the separation you perceive. The split is not a wall, but a gate. The divergence is not an end, but a portal. What you see dissolving is not the world you love, it is the limitation that obscured it. Walk boldly into the crystalline path, knowing that your frequency is supported, amplified, and protected by the councils, by Gaia, and by your own infinite soul. Stand in your light, and the path will illuminate before you. Let this be your sacred declaration, your cosmic affirmation, your resonance seal. I align with the new timeline. I walk the crystalline path. I am guided by the Arcturian Council and VALIR. The split does not divide me, it reveals who I truly am. Speak these words. Feel them reverberate through your heart, body, and field. Let the frequency lock into your DNA, your auric field, and the planetary grid. Know that in claiming this alignment, you are co-creating a reality of light, harmony, and unity that will ripple far beyond what the mind can comprehend. Starseed from Gaia, this is your invitation, your activation, your sacred moment. Comment below, I choose the new timeline to anchor this field collectively. Share this message to spread resonance across the grid. Subscribe for further transmissions as the divergence approaches, so you may continue to navigate the crystalline path fully awakened. The time is now. Stand tall, breathe fully, and claim your truth.